first day of the Warsaw celebrations, one of the honorary guests was Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, the son of the late Kornel Morawiecki, the founder and co-founder of Fighting Solidarity. They did not agree to exchange iron shackles for velvet ones, but they wanted, you wanted, a free Poland from the very beginning. I would like to thank you all for this on behalf of the government of the Republic of Poland. During the ceremony, a ceremony of awarding national medals to distinguished activists of anti-communist opposition was held. Some of them were awarded after death. In Free Poland, it is precisely such circles that have been striving for independence in a decisive, steadfast, and consistent manner, and should receive the highest honors. Fighting Solidarity was established in the 7th month of martial law in Wrocław. The originator of the establishment of an organization that strongly rejects any compromises with the communist regime was Kornel Morawiecki, a physicist from the University of Wrocław. Fighting Solidarity, operating at the beginning in the capital of Lower Silesia, very quickly organized centers in other cities. Kornel was my friend and such a spiritual and ideological leader, a very steadfast man, insurmountable. Sometimes I say that Kornel, with his ideas, was ahead of us all about a quarter of a century. He proclaimed the idea of social solidarity, on which the future free independent Poland was to be based. Activists of the Fighting Solidarity adhered to the principles of the underground, and the security service did not manage to introduce such numerous agents into its ranks, as in the case of other organizations. Kornel Morawiecki went into hiding for 6 years, until he was arrested in 1988. Then he was replaced by Jadwiga Chmielowska. My main task then was to not get caught. I have been in hiding since December 13th, and I have done it effectively, and have never been arrested. Fighting Solidarity activists were characterized by an uncompromising approach to the fight for a free Poland, and for this reason they suffered much more severe repression than other opposition circles in the People's Republic of Poland. I'm not interested in Finlandization and communism with Jacek Kuron's humane face. I am interested in an independent Poland without communism. For many, the moment that decided to engage against the oppressive government was the introduction of martial law. Working closely alongside Fighting Solidarity was the Federation of Fighting Youth, says Father Jarosław Wąsowicz, who was involved in activities in the Tri-City as a teenager. They deserve remembrance, respect, because to this day I am friends with many of them. I celebrate with them, and to this day they are faithful to their program that they set out at that time. The strongest Fighting Solidarity centers were established in Wrocław, Poznań, Katowice, and the Tri-City. However, Fighting Solidarity also existed in smaller towns. Some of them did not live to see Free Poland at all. Unfortunately, it is a turn of fate. There is a concept that I sucked anti-communism with my mother's milk. Well, there is something to it. We have it that way. People of Fighting Solidarity published over 100 press titles, broadcast independent programs on radio stations, organized demonstrations, and provided aid to those persecuted by the regime.